What was the moment that made you decide that you wanted to spend your one wild and precious life in ministry?
I love talking about this because it was actually in the midst of kind of this church division that I felt my calling. So there were these little sparks of rage prayer there. So when I found the Episcopal Church, I stumbled into it in middle school and really found a place of belonging and welcome just in the midst of the awkwardness of middle school and became incredibly involved. So much so that I was elected as a delegate to diocesan convention. This was when the Episcopal Church was starting its really public discourse about same-sex marriage, LGBT inclusion, whether or not people who are gay can be ordained. This was before Jane Robinson was ordained a bishop in 2003. And so this was a highly debated topic at convention. And I enjoyed a good debate. I had no problem arguing back and pushing back against viewpoints that I found to be unwelcoming and unrepresentative of the Episcopal Church. But in the midst of all that discourse and division, when it sort of felt like, oh, we're really fractured as a community, like it doesn't feel like we're one. We came together and we had compline. And keep in mind, like I'm in Alaska. We're in Kotzebue, Alaska. It's this little village, super north. And we come together, we're squeezed into this tiny chapel space, and everyone held hands together and prayed. And we were siblings in Christ. And that was bigger than the division. It didn't erase the division. It did not require us to get on the same page or sweep anything under the rug. That Jesus was big enough for us to hold those differing viewpoints, but still to pray together and to be siblings in Christ. And I wanted that. I wanted that for the rest of my life. And I went and told my priest that I felt called, and he was incredibly supportive. I was started this path at 15. And it's been wild and wonderful and unexpected. But that presence of Christ in division was really the thing that drew me to this calling.